Hi friends, welcome to Learn with Krishna Sandeep channel. So in this video, we'll write a Java program to print duplicate elements in an array. So if there are any duplicate elements in an array, so we need to print those duplicate elements. Okay, so we'll see the two different approaches for this. One is brute force approach, brute force. Okay, what we'll do is we'll be iterating through the array and then we'll compare each element with the rest of the elements and we'll see if there is if the element appears more than once. Okay, this is the brute force approach. So and the other method is by using some extra memory space, like we'll be using some extra collection and we'll write the program. So first let's try to understand the program and we'll explain you the logic. So first one, 10 comma 20 comma 20 comma 40 comma 40. So take an example of input array like this, 10, 20, 20, 20 and 40. So the output should be 20 and 40. Okay. So how do we do this? So as I told you, the first one is brute force approach. So in this brute force approach, what we are trying to do is, so we'll iterate through this array and we'll compare each element with the other elements. Suppose 10 will be compared with the rest of the elements and we'll check whether that element is present or not. Okay, if the element is present, okay, then we say that it is an element already exists or duplicate element. 10 will be compared with 20, true, no, false. 10 will be compared with 20, 10 will be compared with 40 and then 10 will be compared with 40 again. So if you see 10 appear only once. Now let's check 20. Compare 20 with the rest of the elements. 20 will be compared with 10 and then 20 will be compared with 20 and then 40 and then 40. So if you see 20 is compared with 20 and the element already present, so we call it as an duplicate element. So this is the brute force approach where we'll be comparing each element with the rest of the elements. So what we are doing, comparing each element with the others. So this is the brute force approach. In the brute force approach, the other thing what we have to mention here is what is the time complexity for this. So if you see, if we have to do the time complexity, we need to understand the logic. So since we have to perform, or since we have to compare each element with the other element, we have to use two for loops. So how to use two for loops, I'll be explaining you. Okay, first loop will start with I and then j will be started with 20 with the rest of the other elements. So big O of time complexity is here. Since we have two loops, we call it as big O of n square. Okay, and then space complexity. We are not using any extra space here. Okay, we are not using any extra space. So the space complexity will be big O of 1. We are just using two for loops and we are checking whether the element is duplicate or not. This is the brute force approach. And the other approach is like we'll take some extra collection. So what we'll do is we'll create one set. Okay, set will be like this. So we'll create one empty set and then what we'll be doing is we'll check whether this, we'll iterate over this array and we'll compare it with the set. So set has a method called contains which will check whether the element present in set or not. If the element is present, what we will do is we'll say just duplicate. If the element is not present, we'll add it to the set. So if you see, initially I have created a set and it will be empty. So I'll start iterating through this array. So the first 10 element is present in set or not. Since 10 is not present, what I'll do? I'll add 10 to this set. Next 20. So we'll check this 20 element is present in this set or not. Okay, since this 20 element is not present in this set, what I will do? I will add 20. Again, the next element is 20. So we will check whether the element is present in this set or not. Since the element is present, what we will do is I'll just, instead of adding the element to the set, what I'll say? I'll print duplicate element 20. Okay. Next, 40 element is there. What I'll do? I'll add this 40 to the set since element is not present in the set. And finally, last one more element which is 40. We'll check whether this element is present in the set or not. Yes, the element is present. What I will do? Instead of adding it to the set, I'll just add it to the duplicate element list. So 20 comma 40. So hope you understand both the logics. One is brute force approach and the other one is by using extra space. Okay. So here the time complexity is reduced. So earlier the time complexity we have 2 for loops. So that is the reason it is big O of n square. But if you see here the time complexity is reduced to big O of n. Big O of n. And the space complexity is okay big O of n. Okay, since we have taken extra space. So the time complexity has been reduced and the space complexity has been increased since we have taken extra space in case of the extra space approach. So let's write the program in 2 different approaches and I'll show you. So the first thing what I'm doing is I have created a class and then I'm writing a main method. So after this main method, so first what I'll do is I'll create an array. So int array equal to new int of or just say int array equal to instead of new int just say create elements 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 20 comma 30 comma 50 comma 60 comma 50. Okay, this is the array. So the output should be 20 is duplicate, 30 is duplicate, 50. So 20, 30, 50 should be printed. Now what we need to do? We need to iterate over the array. So first we'll try the brute force approach. So just say brute force and then pass the array to this. Okay, and then create a method private static void brute force. So here what I am doing, I am iterating through the array. So first approach is what we need to use 2 for loops and iterate over the array. So for int I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus, and then we need to take one more loop for int j equal to 0, sorry not j equal to 0, I plus 1. Why I am taking I plus 1? Because so I am comparing the first element with the next element, each first element with the rest of the elements. Okay, so for that is the reason I am taking j equal to I plus 1, j less than array dot length j plus plus so I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus, j equal to I plus 1, j less than array dot length if array of I equal to array of j what we need to do, system.out.println duplicate element equal to what element we have to print, duplicate element equal to array of I. Let's run the program and see the output. If you see the duplicate element 20, 30, 50 were printed. If you see 20, 30 and 50 are the duplicate elements. Here what we are trying to do, you need to understand these 2 for loops, that's it. So initially I'll start with 0. Okay, so int I equal to 0, so that is 10. So I will be the 10 value 10. So and then j equal to I plus 1. So here I will be the 10, j will be 20. So now we are comparing 10 with 20 and then this comparing 10 with 20 and then we are checking whether both are equal or not. So if you see these 2 elements are compared. Okay, and then we are printing. So 10 is not equal to 20, so just ignore. Next 10 will be compared with 30, 10 will be compared with 20, so 10 will be compared with 30, 10 will be compared with each and every element. You got right? Okay, so after this completing all the elements, what we'll be doing? So after reaching the end of the array, so this I will be incremented. Now I will come to 20. Okay, j will be from here. So 20 will be compared with 30, 20 will be compared with 20. Okay, so since 20 is compared with 20, both the elements are equal, we say that duplicate elements are found. Similarly, 20 will be compared with all the elements. After reaching out the end of the array, again I will be moved to 30, and then this will be compared with all the elements in the array. So this is how the program works in case of brute force approach. Now let's see the other approach. So what is the other approach? Extra memory. I am just saying extra memory, and I am writing one more method. So in this extra memory, what we are going to do? We are going to add extra memory. So here what I am going to do? I am going to create one set of integers. Set integers set equal to new hash set of So if you see here, import java.utils.hashset is there. Just import java.util.star. Why? Because since the set is imported, we got the compilation error here. So now what we are going to do? We need to iterate through the array. Iterate over the array, and then check whether this element, each and every element present in the array, is contained in the set or not. If array of I is contained in the set or not. So array of I dot if set dot contains of area of I, we say that system.out.println duplicate element em, just extra memory, equal to just print array of I, and then if the element is not present in the set, just add the element to the set. Set dot add array of I. So hope you got right. So what we are doing? So if you see here, we are iterating through the each and every element in this array. Okay, first we'll start with 10, and initially the set will be empty. So if set dot contains 10, okay, here array of I0 will be 10. So if set dot contains 10, no, set doesn't contain 10. What we are doing? So this will be false, and we are adding the element to the 10 here. Okay, and then now we check 20. So 20 is element present in the set? No. What we are doing? Add 20 to the set. And then 30. Check 30 is present in the set? No. Add 30 to the set here. So 10, 20, 30. Now check whether 20 is present in the set or not. Okay, if set dot contains 20, yes, 20 is already present in the set. So if set dot contains 20, just print duplicate element em equal to 20. So similarly, remaining elements will be checked with this condition, and based on that we'll be printing duplicate element. Otherwise, if it is not duplicate element, we are going to add to the set. Okay, hope you understand the logic. Let's run the program and see the output. So if you see here, First approach is brute force approach. It printed 20, 30, 50. Second approach is duplicate element em equal to 20, 30, 50 by using extra memory approach. So by using these two approach, we can find the duplicate elements in an array. So hope you understand the logic. So thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In the description, I'll be giving the Telegram link. So if you are interested to learn Java, or if you are preparing for the Java interview, I've already started the Java 8 interview series. So I'll be posting the questions in the Telegram group, and I'll be posting the important links and the materials related to Java in that group. So if you are interested, you can join that group. Thank you.